Season info. If you want to access seasonal content, you need to create. Upon reaching level 15 and completing the Legacy of the Magi quest, Sorcerer, Game Guide. Press touchpad and navigate to Game menu to access all tutorials from the Game Guide. Mana 42%, Mana 63%, Mana 83%. Reward unlocked. Challenge, Nirel. Bottom action button. Interact.
Don't even think of burying me here, you bastard.
I'm too damn old to hold your body out of hell. So move your hand. Let me see.
I haven't taken orders from you in years, Lorette. I see no reason to start now.
You should have come to me instead of the cathedral. I would have shown up for you. Shared your burden.
I know. And perhaps things would have gone differently with Scott's clan. And with Yoren. Was it enough? Will he think it was enough?
Yes. More than enough.
What lies ahead? Speak to Nirel.
What's done is done. What did you learn from the Eye?
Lilith tried to trap me. Before that, I saw her cross a great sea of fire. Beyond it lay her father's domain.
We are too late.
We can't give up now. We have the stone. What should we do?
I don't know. I always thought if I didn't survive, you'd be the one to finish this. You've always had the steady hand, not me. Trust your gut. It's the reason we've made it this far.
Find Nirel. See if that skill is not ready. That skill is not ready. You are already at character prodigy method. Rare staff. 500 and ghoul. That skill is not ready. Speak with Nirel. Bottom action button. Interact.
He gave everything. His home. His son. What was it for?
You've made it back. Good.
What does he mean?
This fiend helped me escape from Lilith.
Wait. I've read of such a wolf. No. Mephisto. You trusted a prime evil?
Trust had no part in it. Your friend saw reason instead, as should you. If Lilith takes my essence, Sanctuary is lost.
What do you propose?
No proposals. I offer only my aid. This leads to the Cathedral of Hatred. But you must hurry. Lilith is almost there.
Fiery portal. Button action button. Interact. Path to hatred. Find Mephisto in the Cathedral of Hatred.
But she is close.
What now?
We can set an ambush. I distract her. You trap her in the Soul Stone.
Yes, a wise ploy. And you can...
Bring Nirel to Mephisto.
Mephisto led you to this moment. We're in his realm. Should we really be doing what he wants? Between him and Lilith...
Mana 63%, mana 84%.
Use the stone on him.
Think carefully. That path would lead to failure for all of us.
Mana 56%. That skill is not ready. Mana 98%. Litany of words have been carved into the chest of one figure, in the shape of a nautilus spiral. O hatred, most generous of the three. Your chalice is ever full. When I am fearful, give me courage. Litany of hatred. Bottom action button. Interact. Echoes of hatred. One of the figures holds a book bound in flesh. Each page is affixed with a withered mortal face. They seem to whisper in your mind, acts of violence, revenge, and depravity fueled by hatred. Right action button close. Character, Prodigy method. Rare staff. Ghoul armor. Character. Left shoulder button. Right shoulder. Right. That still is not ready. Character. Left shoulder button. Right action but right options, font scale, large, enable sound, enabled, if the text locale, background, text locale, English, text locale, determines the language of text, speech locale, English, speech locale, determines the text locale, English, text locale, determines the language of text in the game and subtitles. Return to game. That skill is not ready. Throne of Hatred. Speak to Nirel in the Nirel. Bottom action button. Interact.
It could work. We imprison Mephisto in the stone. Get back to Lorath.
Then we seal the gates of hell behind us, and leave Lilith here.
She'll catch you before you escape. And if I'm trapped in stone when she does, she will take my power. Don't let your hate for me blind you to common sense.
Nirel, I can't trust my thoughts about Mephisto, but I trust yours. Do what you think is right.
Your lives and those of all humanity depend on what you do next. Choose wisely.
Let us pray that worked. Come on.
Lilith will hunt us down. I must end it.
I'll find Lorath. We'll make this right. And we'll wait for you at the chapel. This better not be the last time I see you. Understand?
Glimpsed in myth.
Lilith. Life 78%, mana 67%, mana 46%, mana 67%. That skill is not ready. Mana 87%. That skill is not. Life 40. That skill is not ready. Lilith. That skill is not ready. Life 64%. Lilith. Life 82%. That skill is not ready. Life 72%. That skill is not ready. Lilith. That skill is not ready. Life 50. Life 44%. That skill is not ready. Life 11%, life 49, life 64, Lilith. With mana 6, mana 4, mana 12%. Not enough mana to mana 33%. Life 6, life mana 54%. Mana 45, life 51, mana 60, life 90%, Lilith. Life 100%. That skill is not ready. Life 89%. That skill is not ready, Lilith. Mana 67%. Life 88, life 100%, mana 89%, Lilith. Life 81%, Lilith. Life mana 6, mana 4, not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 25%, life 100%, mana 57%. Mana 7, life 90%, mana 99%, life 67%. That skill is not ready. Mana 60, life 81%. Life 60%. Life 99%. Life 83%. Mana 67, mana 45%. That skill is not ready. Mana 80, life 45, Lilith. Life 98%. Mana 40, mana 14%. Not enough mana to mana 35, mana 56%, mana 76%, Lilith, mana 97%, Enforcer, Oppressor, Life Work, mana 60, Oppressor, mana 89%, Succubus, Life 60, Succubus, Life 80, Succubus, mana 32%, Lilith, mana 52, Succubus, mana 70, Succubus, mana 94%, Lilith, mana 67, Shocking Maiden of Hate, mana Lilith, Life 54%, Shocking Maiden of Hate, mana 65, Lilith, mana 86%, mana 40, mana 14%, not enough Shocking Maiden of Hate, mana 34, that skill is not ready, mana, Shocking Maiden of Hate, Elite, Shocking Maiden of Lilith, mana 57%, mana set Lilith, mana 50%, mana 75, life 6, mana 96%, Lilith, life 90%, life 100%, Lilith, mana 67, mana 93, life 68%, Lilith, that skill is not ready, life 97%. Life 82%. Mana 67%. Lilith. Life 52%. Mana 16%. Life 82. Life 9. Mana 9%. That skill is not ready. Mana 30%. Lilith. Mana. Life 81%. Mana 71%. Mana 92%. Life 60%. Lilith. Mana 67. Mana 88%. That skill is not ready. Life 75%. Lilith. Mana 67%. Mana 22%. Not enough mana. Mana 43. Mana 64%. Lilith. Life 56. Lilith. Life 95%. Mana 46%. Lilith. Mana 35. Mana 55%. Mana 43%. Mana Lilith. Life 50, mana 15, life 80%, mana 27, not enough mana to use that skill, mana 25%, Lilith, mana 46%, mana Lilith, that skill is not ready, mana 50, Lilith, mana 77%, mana 98%, that skill is not ready, Lilith, life 50, life 80%, Lilith, mana 40%, not enough mana to use that skill, mana 32%, mana 53%, Lilith, life 61, mana 94%, mana 67%, life 90%, mana 87%, Lilith, Lilith, Succubus, mana 16%, Succubus, mana 38%, Lilith, mana 58, like mana 79%, Lilith, mana 100%, like 67%, Lilith, Shocking Maiden of Haste, mana set, that skill is not ready, mana 14%, Shocking Maiden of Hate, Elite, Shock Lilith, mana 55, Shocking Maiden of Hate, like Shocking Maiden of Hate, mana 4, life 98, Shocking Maiden of Hate, mana 62%, Shocking Maiden of Hate, mana 22%, Lilith, mana 43%, Shocking Maiden of Hate, mana 84, life 80%, Shocking Maiden of Hate, mana, not enough mana to use that Shocking Maiden of Hate, mana 56%, Shocking Maiden of Hate, mana 70, Lilith, life 88%, mana 60, mana 43, mana 20, mana life 69%, mana 27%, life 58%, life, mana 54, life 19, mana 41, mana 18%, not enough mana to, mana Lilith, life 50, mana 59%, Lilith, mana 80%, life 89%, life mana 70, life 90%, mana 94%, life 71%, life 50%, life 39%, life 78, life 93%. Lilith. Mana 60, mana 40, mana 70, not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 25%, mana 45, life 70, life 100%, life 8, life with mana 87, mana 67%, mana 88%. Lilith. That skill is not ready. Life 80, life 84, mana 67, life 9, mana 50, mana 30, mana 3%, not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 47%. Lilith. Life 74%. Mana 78%. Mana 50%. Lilith. Life 24, you are out of healing potions. That skill is not ready. Mana 91%, life 54, life 71, life 86, life 99%. Defeat Lilith. Lilith. Life 82%. Life 93%, mana 6, mana 88%. Lilith. Lilith. Life set, life 40%, life 28%, mana 67%, mana 80, life 48, life 62%. That skill is not, life 38%. Lilith. Life 73, life 87, life 100%. Lilith. Mana 50, life 80, life 46%. That skill is not ready. Mana 93, life 90, life 1, life 89%. Life 73%, life 60, mana life 40, that skill is not ready. Mana 93%. Lilith. Mana 67%. Life, you have died. You will lose 11% equipment durability when you revive at check. Path to hatred. Life 100%. Approach the throne. Join Throne of Hatred. Defeat Lilith. Lilith. Mana 40, mana 16%, not enough mana to use this. Mana 60%, mana 82%. That skill is not ready. Life 75%. Lilith. Life 64%. Mana 50, that skill is not ready. Life 90, mana 90, mana 6, mana 40, mana 6, not enough mana to use that skill. Mana, life 74, Lilith. Life 60, life 81%, life mana 57, life 60, mana 70, life 93, mana 99%. Lilith. Mana 73%, that skill is not ready. Life 1, that skill is not ready. Mana 84%. That skill is not ready. Mana 15%, not enough mana to use that skill. Life 78%. Lilith. Mana 35%, mana 56%. Life 48%, mana 9, life 83, life 98%. Lilith. That skill is not ready. Mana 6, mana 40, mana 15%. Not enough mana to life 85, mana 37%, life 62%, mana 4%. Not enough Lilith. Mana 24%. Life 41, mana 45, life 72, life 88%, mana 44%. Life 60, life 80, mana 19%, mana 23%, not enough life 47%. Not enough mana to use, mana 43%. Mana 64%. Life 19%. Life 55. Life 6. Net Lilith. Life 96%. Lilith. Mana 50. Mana 76%. Mana 96%. Life 86%. Mana 6. Mana 30. That's mana 14%. Not enough mana to mana 34. That skill is not ready. Mana 75. Mana 47%. Mana 68, mana 43, mana 22%, life 79%, life 96%. Mana 42%, Lilith. Mana 91%, Lilith. Life 79%. Mana 40, mana,
Out
not
of
enough
mana
mana to use that skill. Mana 25%. That's life 75, mana 40, life 88 per minute. Mana 66 per minute, life 77%. Lilith. Mana 55%, that skill is not ready. Mana 25%. Not enough mana to life 70, mana 67%. Mana 88%. Lilith. Life 30, life 70, Lilith. Vulnerable. Lilith. Mana 64%. That skill is not ready. Mana 26%, not enough mana to use the life 67, mana 47%, life 55%, life 42%. That skill at net, life 8, mana 9, life 98%. Lilith. Life 60, Lilith. Mana 6, mana 45%, life 97, mana 65%, mana 8, mana 50, mana 30, mana 4, not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 46%. Life 81%, not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 57, vulnerable. Lilith. Life 90, mana 97%, mana 6, life 81%, mana 88%, mana 60%, life, mana 81, life 82%. Mana 41, life 8%, mana 60, that skill is not ready. Life 50, life 74, life 89%. Life 79%. Life 64%. That skill is... Lilith. Vulnerable. That skill is not ready. Mana 7%. Not enough mana to use. Mana 28, Lilith. Mana 48%. That's life 4, life 40, life 53, that skill is not ready. Life 67%, mana 70%. Mana 91%. Mana 69%, Lilith. Life 57%, life 73, mana 50, mana 30, mana 9, life 55%, mana 40%. Mana 61%, Lilith. Mana 30%, vulnerable, life 10%, mana 7, vulnerable. You have died. You will lose 11% equipment durability when you revive at checkpoint. Path to hatred. Life 100%. Approach the throne. Left shoulder button. Right shoulder button. That skill is not ready. The fear status effect prevents enemies from moving or taking action and causes the Kaio Vashad. Path to Pronto 41. Krasha, Zivuk, Blacksmith, Zivuk. Salvage. Prodigy. Blacksmith, Zivuk. Repair. Item repaired. Zivuk. Krasha, Jeweler, Krasha. Jeweler, Krasha. Add socket. Stat Pronto 41.
I need time to prepare.
Bottom action button. Interact.
Oh, thank the light you're back. The sister has taken a turn for the worse.
Peter. And Quad, what happened?
Right after you left, the sister, well, the demon inside her is speaking through her. She's in terrible pain. She told me about the chalice. Here, I'll place it while you prepare. We must hurry.
Ominous Cellar. Bottom action button. Interact. Temper manuals can vary in quality. If you learn multiple rarities of the same Ominous Cellar, Kaio Vashad. Bottom action button. Interact. Begin exorcism. Bottom action button. Interact.
As I shed my wicked blood, let it be purified in thy light. Let the light fill the darkness within all of us.
Oh, your pitiful chanting again.
Carver Loot Carver Carver. Mana 63%. Carver Lunatic. Mana 85%. Continue
Let the
exorcism.
light push out the
Bottom action
darkness
button.
hiding within this
Interact.
woman. Father, force this demon out.
No! Stop him!
Stop this instant! The Reverend Mother will learn of this heresy! I will see you all burn!
Father, forgive me! Hurry, finish it!
Finish exorcism.
Light
Bottom action
purge
button.
the wickedness.
Interact.
Enough! I tire of this.
Sister, no!
No! No! How is she still fighting?
Demata, Elite. Mana 40, mana 22%. Mana 40, life 74, Carver. Demata, that skill is not ready. Mana, Demata, Elite. Mana 100%. Demata, Elite. Life sep, Demata, Elite. Mana 98%. Demata, Elite. Demata, Elite. Mana 4, not enough mana to use that skill. Life 7, that skill is not ready. Mana 56%, Demata, Elite. Mana 4%, mana 24%. Mana 45%. Mana 66%. Mana 87%.
It's too bloody cold down here.
Oh, light be praised!
Sister Octavia. Bottom and quad, sister.
Yes, you did well. The demon is truly banished. I'm impressed you were able to copy the ritual so quickly. It took me ages to master.
Sister Octavia, you are all right. But these people have engaged in blasphemy of the highest sort. Lying, stealing holy implements, brutalizing a priest of the cathedral. They will burn on the pyre before the day is out. How could you be so rash? When the Reverend Mother...
Oh, and what will you tell Prava? That you allowed a commoner to so easily deceive her holy representative? That you abandoned your flock in Margrave and left them with no guidance from the lights? If I am to be tied to that horrific pyre, then you shall be there with me.
No. I suppose I have been away from Margrave overlong. I should return swiftly. But, Sister Octavia, please, take better care of yourself. The cathedral is stronger with you on your feet than in a sickbed.
My friend, give me just a moment and I will meet you outside. You deserve a proper thanks. And thank you, Peter Quera. I know it wasn't easy for faithful folk to do what you did for me.
Sister, you saved my boy. There was no choice to make.
If we did not do everything we could to save you, how could we call ourselves followers of the light?
Kaio Vashad. Bottom action button, as you enter later world. Kaio Vashad. LV. 50. Sister Octavia and Quat, I and Apo.
Yes, I can already feel the warmth returning. Thank you, my friend. I put a great deal of weight upon your shoulders. I asked you to lie for me, to put yourself in grave danger. If you had rejected me, I couldn't say I'd blame you. But you didn't. You saved me, and in so doing, saved countless others I can still help.
What about Priest Matvey? Are you worried he will cause trouble?
No. He will keep what he's seen to himself. Hopefully, I can teach the rest of the clergy to have a bit more faith in the members of their congregation. I want you to have this. It's not much, really, but I hope it brings you some measure of good fortune. Thank you again. You will always have a friend in the cathedral.
Quest complete. Faith in Blood. 89,760 XP. 4,000. Summary. 34 classes. Malady, Heat, Technique, Battle, Exp, World, Follow, Draft, Goatman, Bandit Destroyer. Completed January 22, 24. Goatman Destroyer. Bat Tech, Mal. Summary. Classes. Summary. Feats of Strength. Open. Summary. Forged Relics. Bottom action button. Interact. Forged Relics. The table is strewn with pouches full of sand. Prompto 41. Demian, Occultist, Demian. Imprint Aspect. Prodigy, Senecal, Occult Offer. Profile, Chat, Left, Two-Handed, Black Magic, Codex of Power. Aspect of Conflagration. Rank 1/16. While channeling Incinerate, your Aspect of Conflagration. Staff. Legendary Staff, Material Cost, 0 Baleful Fragment. Legendary Crafting Material. Salvaged from, and used to improve, legendary weapons. Shards from storied weapons with truly unusual properties. 0 Baleful Material Cost 20. Vision. Bottom Character. Sister Octavia and Apos, S Prayer Book. Rare Focus. 600 Item, Black Magic Sight. Rare Staff. Forge Wizen, Occult Offer. Rare Staff. 5 Senecal Rival, Prodigy Method. Rare Staff. Sister Octavia and Apos, Senecal, Occult Offer. Prodigy Method. Rare Wizen Forge Ambassador Teaming Protection Teaming Conductor. Rare Staff. 500 Occult Offer. Rare Staff. Protection Wall Corpse Bat Bone Set Glyph Post Sister Ghoul Art Demolish Black Magic Sight. Rare Staff. 5 Teaming Conductor. Adonia, Rings and Amulets. New stock delivery. 40:38. Buyback. 778,404 gold. The downfall purchased. 487,450 gold. The downfall. Rare amulet. 600 item wise Senecal rival. Rare amulet. 530 Sister Octavia Senecal rival. Rare amulet. 538 item power head neck. Equipped. Ghost Walker chain. Legendary amulet. 500 ring. The downfall. Rare amulet. 497,633 gold. Victory amulet. The downfall purchased. 487,450 gold. The Ghost Walker chain. Legendary amulet. 580 item power. Legacy item. Plus 15.0% resistance to all elements. The downfall. Stash. Bottom left shoulder button. Right shoulder button. Fract Dungeon. Waypoint. Margaret Dungeon. LV. Waypoint. Teleport. The fear status effect. Margrave. Kyo Vashad. Bottom action button. Interact. Left shoulder button. Right shoulder button. Dungeon, LV. 50. Mulud. Bandits have claimed these woods and its monsters. Warning. Storm Prowler. Storm Ward. Fire. Mana. Storm Ward. Magus Wand. Mana 49%. Mana 70%. You have reached your destiny. Mana 91%. Barbarians have various ways to become berserk, which grants increased damage and movement speed. Abandoned Camp. Crawl Forest. Bottom action button. War. Wood rate. Mana 60. Wood rate. Life. Mana 33. Wood rate. Life 93 per Mullet. Slay the bandit sentries. 3. Mana 100%. Mana 71%. Shadow War. Life. Shattering War. Not enough mana to use that skill. Life 50. Shattering War. Elite. Mana 34 cents. Mana 53%. Mana 74%. Mana 95%. Wood rate. Wood rate. Life 6. Wood rate. Life 100 ward. Mana wood rate. That skill is not ready. Life 75%. Wood rate. Life wood rate. Life mana 4. Wood rate. Not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 38. That skill is not ready. Mana 27%. Not enough. Mana 57%. Warg. Mana 78. Mana 99%. Wood rate. Wood rate. Mana 89. Slicer. Life. Wood rate. Wood rate. Life. Wood rate. Life 1. Warg. Mana 5. Warg. Mana 30. Mana 58%. Warg. Mana 46. Bandit Sentry. Bandit Sentry. Bandit Sentry. Relief. Bandit Sentry. Bandit Sentry. Relief. Mana 22%. Wood rate. Mana 43. That skill is not ready. Life 7. Bandit Sentry. Bandit Sentry. Relief. Mana 38%. Wood rate. Mana 12. Bandit Sentry. Mana 33%. Bandit Sentry. Relief. Not enough mana to use. Mana 4. Mana 63%. Life 1. Mana 84%. Life set. Life 82%. Wood rate. Mana 24%. Life 100%. Firebrand. Mana wood rate. Mana 46. Bandit Sentry. Wood rate. Mana 42%. Wood rate. Mana 13%. Wood rate. Marauder. Wood rate. Mana 8. That skill is not ready. Dreadful War. Elite. Dreadful Wood rate. Firebrand. Mana. Dreadful War. Wood rate. Mana 6. Bandit Sentry. Elite. Dreadful War. Dreadful War. Elite. Mana 95%. Dreadful War. Elite. Bandit Sentry. Elite. Life 80. Dreadful War. Elite. Dreadful War. Elite. Mana 67%. Dreadful War. Wood rate. Life 70. Bandit Sentry. Dreadful War. Bandit Sentry. Elite. Mana 41%. Bandit Sentry. Elite. Manual. Treads. Mana 62. Life 50. Mana 84%. Left shoulder but Life 90%. Life 100%. War. Mana 60%. War. Mana 81%. Wood rate. Wood rate. Wood rate. Wood rate. Wood thickness. Wood rate. War. Wood rate. War. Wood rate. Wood rate. Wood rate. Mana 54. Wood rate. War. Mana 71. Mana 96%. Drifter and leather duelist wand. Wood rate. Tainted wood rate. Mana 6. Life 89%. Wood rate. Tainted wood rate. Elite. Mana 27%. Tainted wood rate. Elite. Wood rate. Net wood rate. Wood rate. Life. Not enough mana to use that skill. Wood rate. Net life 9. Wood rate. Life 100%. Drifter and ring. Mana 60. Mana 85%. Container. Arsonist. Wood rate. Wood rate. Wood rate. Wood rate. Wood rate. Mana wood rate. Mana 69%. Chest. Bottom action button. Interact. Mana 99%. Bone Nazar. Bone chop. Protection shrine. Bottom action button. Interact. Left shoulder button. Left shoulder. Wood wraith. War. Bandits. War. Mana 70. Bandit sentry. Elite. Bandit sentry. Elite. Wood wraith. Mana 58%. Bandit sentry. Elite. Wood wraith. Mana 58%. War. Mana 34%. Bandit sentry. Elite. Mana 55%. War. Mana marauder. Mana 40. Mana 60. Apprentice. Wood wraith. Wood wraith. Life 100%. Wood wraith. Wood wraith. Wood wraith. Bone warrior archer. Bone warrior archer. Bone warrior archer. Mana 77%. Bone warrior archer. Mana 69%. Bone warrior captain. Mana 100%. Bone warrior. Bone warrior. Mana 70. Mana 54%. Bone warrior. Slicer. Bone warrior archer. Mana 22%. Weather. Mana 42%. Firebrand. Mana 44%. Bone warrior force axe. Mana 33. Mana 59%. Bone warrior captain. Mana 57. Mana 86%. Bone warrior. Life 77%. Bone warrior. Skeletal. Bone warrior corpse axe. Mana 61. Skeletal construct. Elite. Life 60. Skeletal construct. Elite. Mana 15. Life 70%. Bone warrior. Skeletal construct. Skeletal construct. Elite. Life. Mana 57%. Skeletal construct. Elite. Bone warrior. Life 30. Skeletal construct. Jixius Cosmoth. Elite. Elite. Mana 8. Jixius Cosmoth. Elite. Mana 40. Jixius Cosmoth. Elite. Mana 23%. Jixius Cosmoth. Elite. Mana 22%. Jixius Cosmoth. Elite. Mana 11%. Jixius Cosmoth. Elite. Mana 33%. Bone warrior archer. Life 15. Bone warrior. Mana 50. Life 40. Bone warrior. Life not. Mana 30%. Bone warrior. Mana 5%. Bone slicer. Mana 26%. Arsonist. Bone warrior archer. Not enough mana to use that skill. Bone warrior. Mana 50. Arsonist. Bone warrior captain. Mana 54%. Arsonist. Mana 70. Bone warrior captain. Mana 97%. Life 82%. Bloodthirsty slicer. Elite. Bloodthirsty marauder. Mana 63. Marauder. Arsonist. Bone warrior for bloodthirsty slicer. Bone warrior archer. Mana 20. Arsonist. Bone warrior. Mana arsonist. Mana 40. Bloodthirsty slicer. Elite. Mana bone warrior. Bone warrior captain. Night Arsonist, Bone Warrior Captain. Life 87%. Arsonist, Arsonist. Arsonist. Life 76%. Bone Warrior, Arsonist. Not enough mana to use that skill. Life 6 Arsonist, Minion. Net mana 84%. Bone Warrior. That skill is not ready. Skeletal Construct. Bone Warrior. Skeletal Construct. Bone Warrior. Skeletal Construct. Delete. Skeletal Marauder. Bone Warrior. Skeletal Construct. Delete. Bone Warrior Corpse Axe. Bone Warrior Archer. Life 85. Life Nut Firebrand. Mana 13. Scorcher. Bone Warrior. Scorcher. Mana 20. Mana 5%. Skeletal Construct. Delete. Mana 25%. Bone Warrior. Bone Warrior Archer. Life 75%. Bone Warrior Captain. Mana 4%. Reckless Razorpulse. Delete. Reckless Razorpulse. Delete. Mana 4. Mana 60. Mana 86%. Reckless Razorpulse. Delete. Life 48%. Reckless Razorpulse. Delete. Mana 85%. Reckless Razorpulse. Delete. Mana 6. Bone Warrior Archer. Life 63%. Reckless Razorpulse. Delete. Mana 69%. Mana 90%. Firebrand. Life 51%. Bone Warrior. Life 100%. Bone Warrior. Life 90%. Skeletal Construct. Skeletal Construct. Delete. Mana Bone Warrior Corpse Axe. Bone Warrior Archer. Bone Warrior Corpse Axe. Bone Warrior Captain. Mana 80. Bone Warrior. Life 46%. Skeletal Construct. Delete. Mana 39%. Bone Warrior. Mana 30. Not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 25%. Route Fester's Con. Delete. Mana 40%. Route Fester's Con. Delete. Mana 91. Route Fester's Con. Delete. Mana 66%. Route Fester's Con. Delete. Mana 87%. Left shoulder button. Right shoulder button. That skill is not ready. Slicer. Arsonist. Chest. Boot blade. You are already at full life. Left shoulder. Bone Warrior. Bone Warrior. Zoken Flight Call. Arsonist. Zoken Flight Call. Delete. Mana 66%. Mana 24%. Mana 44%. Zoken Flight Call. Delete. Zoken Flight Call. Delete. Zoken Flight Call. Zoken Flight Call. Zoken Flight. Firebrand. Mana 20%. Fiendish. Mana 41%. Resplendent Chest. Mana 83%. Stirred. Wanderer. Focus. Wanderer. Character. Left shoulder. Mounts are restricted in this area. Right. Left. That skill is not ready. Players and enemies are healthy when they are above 80% life and injured when they are. Kaio Vashad. Skeletal Rise. Prompto 41. Kracia. Jeweler. Kracia. Salvage Gems. Sister Octavia and Apos. Directly in Jeweler.
Another time then.
Zivuk. Blacksmith. Zivuk. Temporary. Blacksmith. Zivuk. Salvage. All common. All junk. Common. All-eyed. Rare. Common. Rare. Magic. Character. Prod. Teaming Conduct. Evasive Drifter. Band of the Umbral. Legendary Ring. 590 item power. Incendiary Ring. Legendary Ring. 581 item power. Legacy item. Plus 5 point. Band of the Hypnosis Eye. Cruel Necklace. Severe Brand. Gloves. Focused Pugy. Vigorous Boot. Vigorous Fiend. Vigorous Drift. Vigorous Makeshift Wand. Magic. Frost Cage. Regenerate. Natural. Regenerate. Frost Cage. Rare Temper Manual. Recipe Learned. Frost Cage can now be used for tempering. Natural Resistance. Rare Temper Manual. Defense. Recipe Learned. Natural Resistance can now be used for tempering. Wise. Sister Octavia and Apos. S. Prayer Book. Seneca. Regenerating Tread. Focused Pugy. Vigorous Boot. Vigorous Drifter and Vigorous Fiend. Blacksmith. Zivuk. Salvage. All item. Salvage all. Aspect unlocked. Aspect of the Umbral has been added to the Codex of Power. Prompto 41. Skeletal Rise. Bottom action button. Powerful, build-changing unique items can be found in World Tier 3. Skeletal Rise. Wand. Elder. Character. Defiant Plate. Dreamcatch. Arcane Work. Virtue Armament. Fire Marauder, Fire Grip, Traveler and Apos, Bone Warrior Corpse Axe, Bone Warrior Corpse Axe, Traveler and Apos, S-Cask. Bottom action button. Interact. Mana 92%. Marauder, Marauder. Life 85, Marauder. Mana 60, Marauder, Minion. Fiery Arsonist, Elite. Mana 48%. Bone Warrior Archer, Marauder. Marauder, Minion, Marauder, Bone Warrior Corpse Axe, Bone Warrior Corpse Axe. Mana 63 for Fiery Arsonist, Elite. Mana 24%. Mana 46, Fiery Arsonist, Elite. Mana 91%, Fiery Arsonist, Elite. Mana 37%, Mana 59%. Bone Warrior Archer. Mana 80%. Firebrand, Marauder. Mana 50, Mana 7, Black Firebrand. Mana 98%. Arctic Firebrand. Mana 43 Firebrand. Mana 12 Firebrand. Mana 82%. Healing Well. Bottom action button. Life 100%. That skill is not ready. Bone Warrior Archer. Containers. You are already at full life. Event joined. Bone Mass. Eternal Torment. Bone Mass. Mana 62 per Mana 84%. Life 89%. Bone Mass. Life 70, Bone Mass. With Mana 4, Bone Wall. Mana 16%. Mana Bone Wall. Bone Mass. Mana 36, Mana 50, Mana Life 55%. Vidrex Chainsper, Elite. With Bone Warrior Archer. You have died. You will lose 11% equipment durability when you revive at checkpoint. Life 100%. Mana 100%. That still is not ready. Bone Warrior. Mana 79%. Bone Warrior. Minion. Bone Warrior Captain. Mana Bone Warrior. With Bone Warrior. Mana 82%. Bone Warrior Corpse. Bone Mass. Life 6%. You have died. You will lose 11% equipment durability when you revive at checkpoint. Life 100%. Bone Warrior Corpse Axe. Mana 49%. Stratulia Shiver Striker. Bone Warrior Corpse Axe. Mana 90%. Life 78. Bone Warrior Corpse Axe. Bone Warrior. Minion. Life 67%. Bone Warrior Archer. Bone Warrior. Bone Warrior, Minion. Life Nut, Bone Warrior, Vidrex Tainsfur, Bone Warrior Corpse Axe, Bone Warrior Corpse Axe, Level 50, Vidrex Tainsfur, Elite. Strachulia Shiver Striker, Elite. Mana 40%. Strachulia Shiver Striker, Elite. Mana 61%. Strachulia Shiver Striker, Elite. Vidrex Tainsfur, Elite. Mana 13%. Vidrex Tainsfur, Elite. Mana 34%. Strachulia Shiver. Event complete. Eternal Radiant Chest. Bottom action button. Mana 100. Life 100%. You are already at character. Virtue Armor. Available. Normal node. Rare node. Normal node. Plus 5 willpower. Magic. Normal node. Rare node. Magic node. Plus 1.5. Normal node. Magic node. Plus 1.5. Rare node. Erudite. Plus 3.0% resistance to all elements. Plus 10 intelligence. Rare node. Magic node. Normal node. Normal node. Plus 5 intelligence. Normal node. Normal node. Plus 5 intelligence. Left action button. Normal node. Normal magic node. Plus magic node. Rare node. Erudite. Magic node. Plus 1.5% resistance to all elements. Magic node. Plus 1. Magic. Normal. Left shoulder but. That still is not ready. Containers. Bone warrior. Net chest. Mana 82, life 90%. Skeleton. Mana 36, firebrand. Mana 50, hollow tree. Life 100, scorcher. Mana 98%. Thundering arsonist, elite. Mana 70%. Thundering arsonist, strike. Mana 90%. Bone warrior marauder. Mana 75%. Bone warrior archer. Mana 95%. Left shoulder button. Right shoulder button. Containers. Left shoulder. Hollow tree. Bottom action. That skill is not ready. Left shoulder. Abandoned camp. Left shoulder button. Life 100%. Left shoulder button. That still is not ready. Wood wraith, containers. Wood wraith. Mana 39%. Wood wraith, containers. Wood wraith. Mana 30. Wood wraith. Mana 58. War. Mana 66%. War. Mana 44%. Wood wraith. Life 54. Wood wraith. Mana life 91%. Mana 55%. Mana 76%. War. Mana 97%. Wood wraith. Mana wood wraith. Mana 9%. Wood wraith. Net container. Mana 3. Wood wraith. Mana 24. Cast. Bottom action button. Wood wraith. Mana 17. Mana 30. Mana 60%. War. Mana 82%. Ancient's Totem. Containers. Wood wraith. Wood wraith. Wood wraith. Mana 45. Wood wraith. Mana 64. Mana 60%. Wood wraith. Mana 20. Mana 47. Wood wraith. mana 49%. Left shoulder button. Right shoulder, mana 97%. Ability. Left shoulder. Right shoulder, leave done. In each higher world tier, monsters are more challenging. They run. Crawl forest. Mulid. Left shoulder button. Right, Huasar. Dungeon, LV. 50. Frostwing. Margrave. LV. 50. Vierka. Bottom action button. Interact. Crawl. Volcot. Lost Pack. Bottom action button. The Bitter Road. LV. 50. Gallovine. Bottom action button. Interact. Orvane. Bottom action button. Interact. Grieve Shrine. Bottom action button. Interact. Vengeful Spirit. Spike Fiend. Dismal Foothills. LV. 50. Intruder and Appos, S claimed. LV. 50. You have reached your Heathen and Appos, S keep. Bottom action. Vendors refresh their inventory regularly and will occasionally stock items that are more powerful than what you would find out in the world. Heathen and Appos, Barrel. Barrel. Intruder and Appos, S claim. Barrel. Door. Bottom act. 9 errand. Mana 60. 9 errand. Mana 75%. Barrel. Mana 96. Cleric. Mana 70. Red Knight. Cleric. Mana 59%. Revenant. Mana 58%. Revenant. Mana 20. Revenant. Mana 18%. Mana 39%. Mana 60%. Barrel. Mana 8 Barrel. Moon. Shivering Night Errand. Belief. Shivering Night Errand. Not enough mana to use that skill. Light. Mana 34%. Night Errand. Shivering Night Errand. Belief. Cleric. Light 4. Shivering Night Errand. Peril. Minion. Light 100%. Light 80. Mana 50. Peril. Minion. Shivering Night Errand. Belief. Not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 19. Not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 60%. Mana 81%. Barrel. Herald. Night Errand. Cleric. Night Errand. Mana 57. Barrel. Mana 7. Life 89%. Herald. Mana Cleric. Mana 40. Cleric. Mana 67%. Cleric. Mana 65%. Chest. Bottom action button. Mana 59. Relics. Mana 79%. Mana 99%. Cleric. Mana 7. Cleric. Life 88%. Barrel. Mana 91%. That skill is not red. Dread Knight. Mana 67%. Night Errant. Mana 87%. Cleric. Night Errant. Life 78%. Helper Herald. Belief. Life 67%. Life 50. Night Errant. Life 7. Mana 6. Night Errant. Minion. Helper Herald. Mana 60. Night Errant. Herald. Mana 67%. Helper Herald. Belief. Helper Herald. Belief. Mana 36%. Life 87%. Mana 56%. Night Helper Herald. Belief. Mana Helper Herald. Belief. Mana 26%. Mana 48%. Mana 69%. Mana 90%. Virtue Armament. Rare Chest Armor. chest. Bottom action, Shivering Wind, Red Knight. Shivering Knight Errant, Elite. Mana 24%. Red Knight. Life 51%. Red Knight. Not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 20, mana 3%. Mana 24%. Mana 46%. Mana 6, life 100%. Door. Mana 88%.
I'm not ready.
Herald, Herald, Mana 90%. Herald, Knight Errant. Life 8, Knight Errant. Mana 4, Knight Errant. Mana 60, Mana 84%. High Inquisitor, High Inquisitor, Elite. Life 70, High Inquisitor, Elite. Mana 14%. High Inquisitor, Elite. Mana 6%. High Inquisitor, Elite. Mana 28%. Revenant, High Inquisitor, Herald. Mana 20, High Inquisitor, Elite. High Inquisitor, Elite. Mana 71%. Mana 95%. Interrogate new lore. Right analog stick click stop / close.
Unless properly.
Life 100%.
We have many useful tools to inflict pain upon these soulless beasts. Their screams, harsh,
Blood Vermin. Mana 39, Biobat. Flesh Reaver. Mana 8, Flesh Reaver. Mana 30, Mana 50, Flesh Reaver. Mana 83%. Flesh Reaver. Barrel. Slain Knight. Bottom action button. Blood Vermin. Blood. Strider shoot. Blood Vermin. Stormblade. Life 90%. Barrel. Stormblade. Blood defense shot. Stormblade. Mana 35%. Mana 56%. Defaced Shrine Cap. Bottom action button. Interact. Mana 71. Mana 92%. Blood Vermin. Life 70. Blood Vermin. Mana 91%. Protection Shrine. Mana 67%. Knight Errant. Mana 54%. Knight Errant. Slain Knight. Slain Knight. Mana 30. Blood Vermin. Life not enough mana to use the barrel. Mana 20. Barrel. Mana 47. Soul Shot. Mana 69%. Barrel. Blood Vermin. Mana 4. Barrel. Mana 65. Mana 86%. Blood Vermin. Mana 6. Blood Vermin. Knight Errant. Stormblade. Mana Slain Knight. Bottom action button. Interact. Mana 81%. Blood Vermin. Flare-up. Flare-up. Life 74%. Blood Vermin. Mana 55%. Mana 77%. Mana 98%. Herald. Mana 71. Mana 93%. That's Herald. Life 82%. Mana 67. Revenant. Mana 66%. Revenant. High Inquisitor. Revenant. Mana 7. Herald. Mana 37. Revenant. Mana 24%. Herald. Not enough mana to use that skill. Life Revenant. High Inquisitor. Elite. High Inquisitor. Elite. Revenant. Mana 13. Mana 40%. High Inquisitor. Elite. High Inquisitor. Elite. Mana 35%. High Inquisitor. Elite. Mana 56. High Inquisitor. Elite. High Inquisitor. Elite. High Inquisitor. Elite. High Inquisitor. Elite. Mana 90%. High Inquisitor. Elite. Striders. Mana 87%. Left shoulder. Barrel. Heathen and Apos. Demise. Cleric. Barrel. Vilebat. Dreadful. Cleric. Mana 95. Dreadful Herald. Red Knight. Minion. Mana 65%. Dreadful Herald. Elite. Mana 100%. Blood Vermin. Barrel. Door. Vile Blood Vermin. Stormblade. With Desmond Festerpool. Desmond Festerpool, Elite. Mana 32. Villager. Desmond Festerpool, Elite. Vile Flare-Up. Life Mana 90. Mana 6. Desmond Festerpool, Elite. Mana 85%. Flare-Up. Barrel. Desmond Festerpool, Elite. Life 78%. Desmond Festerpool, Elite. Desmond Festerpool, Elite. Desmond Festerpool, Strider Shoot. Mana 54%. Barrel. Barrel. Chest. Barrel. Mana 75. Barrel.
I'm not ready yet.
Mana not. Calculate Flash Reaver, Elite. Calculate Flash Reaver, Elite. Life 87%. Calculate Flash Reaver, Elite. Stormblade. Mana 35%. Barrel. Life 100%. Barrel. Feeling well. Bottom action button. Interact. Mana 76%. Blood Bishop. Mana 69%. Mana 97%. Defeat the Blood Bishop. Mana 70%, Mana 91%, Mana Life 84%, Mana 85, Mana 62%, Flash, Mana 51%, Flash, Mana 70, Mana 94%, Flash, Life 66%, Life 53%, Life 34%, Life 69, Mana 6, Mana 30, Mana 4, not enough mana to use that skill, Mana 55, Mana 31%, Mana 50, Mana 73%, Life 40, Life 70, Life 90, Life 100, Mana 44%, Mana 71%, Blood Bishop, Mana 93%, Life 88%, Flash, Life 72%, Flash, Life 86%, Mana 6, Mana 4, Mana 14%, not enough mana to Mana 7%, Blood Bishop, Mana 29, Blood Bishop, Mana 50, Mana 71, Life 90, Mana 58%, Mana 89%, Mana 67, Mana 87%, Life 82%, Mana 52%, Flash, Mana 7, Flash, Mana 68%, Flash, Mana 88, Blood Bishop, Flash, Life 81, Life 6, Mana 89%, Life 53%, Mana 88%, Life 77%, Mana 60, Mana 43%, Mana 60, Life 94, Mana 85%, Mana 63%, Mana 84%. Flash. Blood, flash. Mana 40, Mana 14%, not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 34%. Mana 55%. Life 70%, Mana 75%. Mana 97, Life 80, Life 95%. Mana 67, Mana 4, Mana 18, not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 50%, Life 8, Mana 70, Mana 92%. Life 65%, Life 54, that skill is not ready. Life 98%. Flash. Life 77 for Flash. Life 60, Blood Bishop. Mana 6, Mana 40, Mana 15%. Not enough mana to Mana 36%. Blood Bishop. Mana 50, Mana 77%. Blood Bishop. Life 60, Life 55%. Life 40, Mana 70, Life 80%. Mana, Life 94%. Life 83%. Mana 7, Mana 100%. Flash. Mana 16%. Flash. Mana 39 flash. Mana 59, mana 79%. Flash. Life 55%. Life 84%. Life mana 67%. Mana 88%. Life 88%. Mana 6, mana 4, mana 6, not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 34%, mana 54%, mana 75%, mana 95%. Flash, 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 Blood Bishop. Blood Bishop. Life 61%. Life 93%. Blood Bishop. Mana 6, mana 4, mana 4, not enough mana to use that skill. Blood Bishop. Mana 24%. Mana 54%. Mana 70, mana 50, mana 24%, mana 3%. Mana 24, life 81, mana 46%, Blood Bishop. Life 65%. Blood, flash. Mana 60, flash. Mana 42%, Blood Bishop. Life 70, not enough mana to use that skill. Mana, flash. Blood, flash. Mana, Blood Bishop. Life 15%, life 44, life 58, mana 80, Blood Bishop. Life 88%. Blood Bishop. Life 78%. Blood Bishop. Life 54%. Blood Bishop. Life 79%. Mana 4, mana 12%. Not enough mana to mana 33%. Flash. Life flash. Mana 53, mana 74%. Blood Bishop. Mana 95%. Blood Bishop. Life 54%. Life 41, mana 67%, life 28, life 60, life 91%, mana 6, mana 30, mana 14%, not enough mana to, mana 34%, life 79%, not enough mana to use, mana 9%, life 67%, mana 29%, mana 51%, flash, life 55%, flash, mana 73%, flash. Mana 90, life 81%. Item complete. Hidden and active weather, mana 23%. Wand. Mana 43, mana 64%. Mana 85%. Life 100%. Left shoulder button. Heathen and Apos, S demise. That skill is not ready. Armor wrap, vile back. Mana 60, barrel. Mana 84%. Barrel. Left door. Button action button. Interact. Blood vermin. Stormblade. Mana 42, Stormblade. Flash Weaver. Mana 4, cast. Mana 6, barrel. Mana 95%. Life 88%. Stormblade. Mana 89%. Door, barrel. That skill is not ready. Armor rack. Button action button. Barrel. Barrel. Right shoulder, leave down. Damage over time effects do not have random damage variance and cannot critic. Intruder and Apos, Heathen and Apos, ESC, left shoulder button. Right shoulder button. Kyrgyzstan. Hawasar. Region progress. Left trigger. Right trigger. Hawasar. Total Kyrgyzstan. Drop Frat Hawasar. Character. Virtue. Left shoulder button. Right. Character. Left shoulder but right action. Up game guide. Options. Return. Up game guide. Leave game. Exiting game in 9S. Left. 58. Asmodai. Eternal. Return. Option. Font scale. Large. Enable sound. Enable. Master. Voice chat. Voice chat focus amount. 0. Dialogue, lore, text, speech locale, text locale, English, French, German, Italian, Jap, Korean, Polish, Portuguese, Russian, Spanish, Turkish, Spanish. Text locale, Spanish, cinematic subtitles, speech locale, English, French, German, Italian, Jap, Korean, Polish, Portuguese, Russian, Spanish, speech locale, text locale, Spanish, Turkish, Italian, German, French, text locale, French, text locale, determines the language of text in the game and subtitles.
Niveau de monde. Passer la campagne. Effacer le personnage. Et 58. Asmodée. Royaume éternel. Gâchette haute gauche. Gâchette haute droite. Recommandé pour vous. Oise 58. Asmodée. Royaume éternel. 51. 58. Asmodée. Royaume éternel. L'effet de peur empêche les adversaires de se déplacer, ou d'agir et fait brièvement fuir la cible à Fort des païens. Bouton d'action bas. Interagir. Les nécromanciens et nécromanciennes, et les druides et druidesses confèrent respectivement. Zarbinzet. Territoire de l'intrus. Persona. Vertu armée. Gâchette haute gauche. Gâchette haute droite. Bouton d'action droit faire. Quitter la 58. Asmodée.